Hey everyone, this is Kat and welcome back to War Thunder. And today I want to talk about the modified Panzer 38T chassis found on a few Swedish factory vehicles, with the mainstay being the M41S2, which is basically full-on Panzer 38T, but with a different, an extra ammunition type, APDS, and an upgraded engine, which is something that has existed on all the other chassis, like using tanks as well. They all have the much better engine, which makes it much faster than a normal Panzer 38T. And might be possible that I'm kind of dire. Like this thing has 50 millimeters of armor, just like a normal Panzer 38T, but it's still not quite enough to stop shells at battle rating 2.3, to be honest. Okay, let's see if we can actually do anything here though. Turn the turret. Oh, I missed him. Nobody on that side. Maybe try to cut him off because he's going through the center. If I can get through. Oh, it's this. It's an M2A2. Huh. I got a gunner. Huh. Did I expect to see a M2A2 at a battle rating 2.3 match? I really did not expect that. Enemy tank. Driver machine gunner. Got his actual normal gunner. Undamaged. Oh, going back to the left again here. Let's go through the front. Oh, and he got into cover. That kind of shows up this most of the vehicle already, to be honest. This is how it's going to operate and very often with this tank. You're going to be able to penetrate things pretty easily, but the amount of damage this thing does is very low. Unless you get side shots where you can swap to the APHE. Ooh, that's a Crusader. Where are you going? I do want to have the first shot be APDS, but if I manage to get a shot off, I will swap to the APHE shell for it. Alright, I'm gonna shoot the engine, keep him from moving. Immediately swap to the other shell, and shoot in the back of the turret. And swap back to the APDS. This is gonna be a tactic you're gonna have to do a lot with this tank if you want to make sure to kill people in a reasonable amount of shots. You want to swap to that HE shell. We got an enemy tank right there. Want to swap to the APHE. Come on. There we go. And swapping back. The APHE has a lot of killing power, but it only has 55 millimeters of armor penetration, which really isn't enough. We still have the M2 to our left here. Where is it? I'm blind. It's right there. Isn't it? There it is. Okay, kill assist. Good enough. I am very much satisfied with that result so far. This tank, I actually dare to say that it's the most important tank of the Swedish stack tree at BR, like the lower BRs. To probably around BR 3.0. Like, I think be able to actually test out the BR 3.0 tanks, but that's a missed shot. I want to take cover here, and I kind of want him to despawn. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually see stuff. No, never mind. There's still a tank there. It's burning. And that's a B1 turf. That's a problem. And that is my gunner. I'm gonna have to angle. Maybe at angles we might be able to bounce. There we go. I'm actually just gonna turn it. I'm not happy with that, mate. I can go through that. I can go through that. Okay, he's dead. That's an LVT, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna swap to APHE. Okay, he's already dead, so I can swap back to me APDS and see if we can take out the B1. This B1 is still alive, pretty sure. I killed an M22, but where did the B1 go? Well, we do have a 155 millimeter HE slinger that might be able to do something against a B1. Now we got a little M22, how cute. Kill it. There we go. Here we can see actually one of the other vehicles, the M43 1944 model. It's the same tank, but has a casemate 75mm gun instead of a 37mm turret gun. However, the 75mm gun on this Swedish, until you get the long 75, is going to be really underwhelming. Especially in that one, because that one has an even more underwhelming variant of it. Let's see if we can find the HE Slinger, because that one actually has the same turret, as, like the same hull as well. He went to the left here, didn't he? Let's hang out with him. That one has the highest firepower of the three. Yeah, pretty sure he's over there. Yeah, that's him. That guy is facing something here. You need help with anything, mate. Well, seems out like you do. Commander. I'll go for engine radiator on that thing. Okay, he missed me somehow. Gonna go... Okay, engine horizontal turret drive, so he cannot aim wherever he hasn't... Okay, there we go. Didn't wanna have that guy go in front of me. So, oh, he died. That's so sad. Look, you look at how the big gun on there sticks out. He has the casement on the back or to the front, and oh god, that's a B1. Just fired, didn't it? Where's the B1? I know you fired at me. B1. M3? Is it the one in the back still? Was he still alive? He was still alive. I saw him fire. I got a kill assist on him, so I thought he was dead. Okay, there. Is he now dead or not? I don't really get it. Okay, I guess we'll just show off the 155 millimeter. 150. I want to say 150, but it's actually a 150 millimeter high explosive slinger. This thing has a arm potential of 58 millimeters. Um, you can see here that the velocity on the gun is really low, and it's gonna make it really hard to actually shoot the damn thing. It's about as slow as the British Aviary. So if you're actually used to the Aviary, well, this is a fully unarmored variant of that derp gun. It's a little bit less powerful and it's HE instead of hash, but it still packs quite a punch. Here we go. 8,000 research points, but I already had it researched. So now we are gonna go and get the other big chungus tank, and I'm gonna put it on this one. And I'll start researching my next vehicle as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go over. This one has the same hull as this one, and you have this one as well. Well, these actually have slightly different hulls. Actually, these now I look at it, they're slightly different. Like this one is slightly different, I think. No, actually, those are they look pretty much the same, but this one actually has a little bit more gap, so it looks like he has slightly lengthened hull there. Yeah, all of these have pretty high mobility, like 10 tons, 151 horsepower. Top gun with 42 kilometers an hour. 43 kilometers an hour with 10.9 tons, 165 horsepower. This one is upgraded with the engine. This one is not. But with the end, like you can get another 9 horsepower roughly here. So again, you'll be at 160 something. And this one on 65. Again, pretty similar there. Another 42. Pretty sure this one is not upgraded at all. Nope. 9. This is going to be another 18 horsepower. So again, 160-ish horsepower if you get these fully upgraded. This one is 10 tons, this one is 10.9s, and this one is 11.7. This one is going to be the slowest of the three, but it's still the most like mobile tank destroyer around in the full casemate thing. This one is on top, but still again really mobile. The downside of this one here is that the suspension is really weak, so it tends to bubble up a lot. So you have to wait a little while before you can actually start firing. Our danger front release actually not bad on this thing. 40 millimeters in the side plates, 50 here, 50 here, 50 here. Then compared to this thing, also has 50 everywhere. This one again also has 50 everywhere and has a pretty big plate here that's 60 because it's angled quite favorably. But among these tanks, like this one has the best armor penetrating round is 69 because these were both worse. And quickly goes down to 60 millimeter at 500 meters. And again, this one is also even worse. This one is also just much worse, even though it has a 260 gram explosive mass and it one-shots anything if it actually does go true. You're gonna have a hard time to getting it true. And this one again is a heat slinger with a very lengthy reload, so it's never gonna be really good. Then we have this one, which has the same gun as the M41S2, but it lacks the APDS shell. And, you got the 55 and 59 millimeter penetrating shells respectively. So yeah, that makes it a much weaker tank than it actually has any business being, and it's also one of the reasons why you suffer from things like the B-Wonders. I've went into a match or two with these two, and if you get down tiered against Sweden, these two raffle stomp ridiculously well, and it will surprise you. Even just like Britain, Matildas, Valentines, they're gonna bring the hurt in you as well. So I would actually dare to say that this one is gonna be your most important tank. Like to the point where you actually just want to like activate a bunch of backups on it. I got a 108 still left, so I'm gonna actually grab 3 here real quick. So I can actually make sure I can spawn in this thing twice, because this thing is gonna give you a lot of points. It is nimble, can capture points, it has a gun that can penetrate anything at its BR with the APDS, and it can 1 or 2 shot pretty much anything from the side with the APHE. And with the high velocity on the APDS, it's going to be pretty easy to snipe with it as well. Overall, this is a really good tank, which I can't really say about any of the other vehicles at and around the BR that you have when you get the S2. And that's actually just mostly it here. After this, you immediately jump up to 3.0 with the M42 EA, I mean 2.7 with the Lago, and then the Bowerstruck. But again, here the most important one is actually going to be the Tank Destroyer, but that's going to be another video entirely. So I would actually say for you guys, okay, you do have to get all the vehicles, or unless you buy this one, then you can actually skip one. But since you kind of have to go down the line with everything as well here, like if you were to buy this thing, you would also be able to skip this thing and enter here, but then you would get stuck here because you need 4 vehicles at tier 3. So whatever you do, you are gonna have to get through the full tree. But I would actually highly suggest getting the M41S2 first, or staking at reserve. Like either way, like yeah, you're gonna suffer through the early grind. A trip, but you get this thing after unlocking all the vehicles. I will be able to get the 3.3 BVKV, which has an absolutely ridiculous 162 AP CBC APHE shell that has 110 grams of explosive filler, which is gonna do a lot of work. Don't be mistaken about that. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have for this line of video. I guess I can go short over aviation. The only interesting vehicle you plane you actually will have is the SAP B-17A, because it comes with a 500 kilogram bomb. But other than that, there isn't really any ground pounding to be done here. Like, the bomb loads on the Swedish is rather low. Overall, I don't actually see too much interesting vehicles here. Wasn't really interested in planes to begin with. And yeah. So you're mostly just locked into the ground vehicles here. And I'll be grinding through this tree as fast as I can, at least until like around 6.7-ish. And then I'll probably start calling it a day pretty much because 6, 7-ish is probably the highest BR I would enjoy playing with this. Maybe up to the exterior Vs perhaps, like the 103s here. Maybe those would be interesting. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this lineup video today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. See ya!